We begin with breaking news out of India this morning, where there have been scenes of celebration after 41 construction workers were freed after 17 days trapped under rubble.
It's been a long and at times dangerous task of trying to free the men. They became trapped when the tunnel they were working on collapsed. Let's go straight to News Breakfast producer Tavleen Singh, who's in Punjab in northern India. Good morning to you, Tavleen. I can imagine there would have been a lot of partying in the streets, but how are the men?
Good morning, Lisa. Absolutely a big joyous moment here. All 41 men are completely fine. They are under supervision at the local hospital nearby. The scenes were beautiful as families were reunited with those 41 workers. There were 3 cameras set up so that the family members of those workers who had traveled to the local site of Uttarakhand where the tunnel had collapsed were able to actually meet with them right as it happened. They were able to see as each one of them was pulled out on wheeled stretchers, and the joy in their eyes, there were tears, definitely, there were hugs, and these men were greeted by the local chief minister, the chief minister of the state, Uttarakhand, with flower garlands, which is something that Indians are known to do and are known to as with a way of celebrating a joyous occasion. One of the workers' fathers spoke with local media just a couple of hours before the successful rescue operation was wrapped up.
Yes, we want everyone to come back safe and sound. When he comes out, my heart will be revived again.
And that is definitely a feeling that was resonated by the other family members of the 41 workers that were rescued safely.
What were the challenges with the rescue?
Plenty. This took 17 days, about more than 400 hours. It also included national and international teams that were helping with them. So the tricky part of this was that there were 60 meters of rock, earth debris, metal that these guys had to dig through to get to the workers that were stuck inside. And they had 3 plans in place for this. One plan, the first one, which was finally successful, was to create a passageway through the mouth of the tunnel that was 3 feet wide. That's just 90 centimeters. And they inserted a pipe through that and wheeled each of the workers out one by one on stretchers.
And there was an Australian connection.
Yes, there was. So like I said, international experts were called in to help with this massive rescue operation. One of them was the Australian tunnel expert, Arnold Dix. He was called in very early on. So this actually happened on 12th of November. And I'd like to remind our viewers that was the day of the big Indian festival, Diwali. So very early on that day, reports started emerging that 41 workers were stuck inside what was suspected as a landslide in that tunnel in Uttarakhand. He was called in and he had been helping with the 3 main plans that they had come up with. He has been there for the last few days as these rescue operations were being carried out. I actually got a chance to speak with him just hours after he wrapped up the successful operation, and he said it is a miracle, it's an absolute miracle, and that all 41 workers were able to come out without a single scratch on them. He also spoke with local media in just those final hours of the rescue operation. Let's have a listen.
So, for me, it's like an ancient story because no one's actually hurt, but the mountain is controlling everything. So we've got other plans, and you might see when I go to the tunnel, I do a small prayer because I need help.
Like Arnold, the Indian authorities and the country's prime minister credited both science and God for the successful operation. The Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi took to X, formerly known as Twitter, to express his gratitude. He also said that the courage and patience of these 41 workers was an inspiration to him and to the entire nation. And he also said that this was a very happy day for India.
Oh, it's just a thrilling story. Thank you so much, Tav.